So this is really fun. I was working with my daughter yesterday on her very first Google Doc. My daughter does writing and stuff like that, and we want her to be writing on a daily basis. So she'll write little stories, like this was a story about Judy at the candy shop and jelly beans. So she was writing it by hand, and of course my wife is a big fan of handwriting and learning the art of writing. And my wife is more into the classical elements of education, and I'm like, let's get her on social media. Let's teach her how to type, all those things. So I said, hey, why don't you take something you wrote and let's put it on the computer. So she did that yesterday. It was really cool. And then also one thing I've been thinking about is spelling, for example. We're teaching her spelling. That's one of the standard things that you learn in school. And I'm going to myself, how important is it to really learn spelling in the sense of, in a day and age where you've got voice to text, really good grammar checkers and spell checkers, obviously if you know nothing at all and rely completely on spell checkers, it's going to show. But if you can rely on spell checkers for 80% and then learn the 20% of the things that spell checkers can't know, like it's versus it's and the different versions of there and things like that, is that a more effective way to focus? So she used voice to text to write this on the Google Doc on her Chromebook. And then she went in and we went and corrected grammar and stuff like that. And she was like, oh, I need a period here. And oh, I need quotes here. I shared it to myself and pulled it up on my phone. So we're collaborating right next to each other in real time on the phone. And she would change something and I'd see it here. And then I'd say, oh, let's capitalize this. And then I would capitalize it for her and she'd see it on her thing. It was like this really magical moment of collaborating together, and she had a lot of fun with it. And then, she wanted to put a picture in the doc, and of course she wanted to make the text pink. So that's the next thing we're going to do, is make the text pink. That was a lot of fun. I got a reply from Mark here. That's amazing. Homeschooling feels like the startup equivalent of schooling because you have such a small class. You can try new things. I was lucky enough to be homeschooled K through 12 and credited for being able to get computers at an early age. Yeah, totally. It's very much like a startup thing in the sense that you can just try things, you can experiment. So yeah, that was really fun.